One of the things that still surprises me, that today, with the evolution of technology, that mostly the FBI I'm talking about, they still refuse to memorialize an interview through either videotaping or tape recording. And what you get is a recollection of the agents after the interview, looking at their notes and capturing what they think is significant in their 302s, which is their statement form. Now, in many cases, the witnesses' inflections, their decisiveness, so many things come out of that interview that could easily be captured, which may be very important to the prosecution or to the defense. And after all, we're looking for the truth. Most all the agencies do this, local agencies do this, and you have an opportunity to see that witness as they truly gave the information, not something that is cherry-picked to only include what that agent or agents may think is important to their case. Well, certainly discovery violations do take place. I mean, it's human nature. Whether you're a prosecutor, a defense attorney, a judge, investigator, we all have our biases. We all are influenced by different factors. And I've seen where people have withheld evidence from the opposing side. And when doing that, if that happens, it certainly results in some injustice. The notion of personalizing things is real for prosecutors, for agents, and when I look back for myself, because you adopt a case, you want to do your best, and then suddenly it becomes a win or lose situation. And when that happens, you lose your objectivity. And that happens more frequently than I would like to think about. Prosecutors do a good job, they're hardworking, they're overloaded, but it's important to them to come away with a win. And sometimes in doing that, justice is not always served. Well, of course, the quality of representation varies like in any other instance. I mean, you go to a mechanic, he may be outstanding, he may be terrible. And unfortunately, defense attorneys are just like that. Some are outstanding, some are mediocre. But people, when they hire them, really don't have a lot of knowledge of what they're getting. And I hate to say this, but some people are a lot more dedicated, work a lot harder for the defendant than others. And so in that sense, you can't have equal representation. There's no such thing. And that's why there's an appeals court, and that's why there's remedies to rectify it. But I don't know the answer to that problem. But people do not get the same representation. And for that reason, I think many people are encouraged to plea when they probably know they didn't commit the offense and are pleading only to do a much lesser sentence than they are at risk getting the other way. If you're at risk for doing 20 years and you can plead guilty for 5 years, there's a huge temptation to take that 5 years, whether you did the crime or not. If an innocent person ends up going to jail, his life and his family's life is so badly impacted, because once you're a convicted felon and you come out, your life is changed forever. You can't get a job. You can't really go to many schools. Your whole life is so negatively impacted that divorce and separation of family is so devastating that you can never put that back together again. And that's why it's so important, I think, that we have to make sure that what we do is 100% accurate.